And welcome. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie as we begin our morning. It's Monday, November what?
I'm talking about we are Turkey Week.
20th. Yeah. Thursday is Thanksgiving Day. There's going to be a lot of businesses that will let their employees off Thursday and Friday, so be prepared for that.
Yeah, Walmart said they didn't want to open up on Thursday to let all their self-checkout employees be spending time at home.
Well, that's very nice of them. Do y'all remember when America went through that phase to where Black Friday began on Thanksgiving and no one got to spend time with their family?
That was
wrong.
It was, because I had to go to Walmart and stand in line. If you wanted one of these particular items at 90% off, and who didn't?
Yeah, you had no choice.
You didn't have a choice. So you ate, took a nap, which I do that anyway.
Yeah.
But then you had to get up and leave and go stand in line to get an item. I'm just
Me and Dylan went to go see the Push It and the Shove It because it was always somebody that was going to scrap.
Oh, yeah. That always got there and stood in line. I wasn't going to fight at the door. It just didn't make any sense.
People did it, though, Odie.
Yeah. It was fun to watch.
It is hilarious.
Y'all are crazy.
All right. I missed the Alabama game here. Who's got details on this guy that runs 79 yards, drops the ball at the end zone? I think he thought that he was in the end zone when he let go of the ball.
Well, that's
called back.
For you.
Yeah.
I'm not running that far and going to drop it. I'm going to keep that ball. We tried to watch. Of course, Ole Miss played and Alabama played at the same time. And we were going to switch back and forth between the two so she could watch some of hers. But we couldn't find it on TV, and we got every channel there is. So I don't know if it was on the ESPN app or what it was on, but she watched it on her phone while I watched mine on the video.
Alabama still won 52-10. Yeah. But it's one of those things you think you got something and then you don't. Now, had that been a major game, I was even JJ. I think is gonna who joins us from Collinsville First Baptist.
Yeah,
I think this week he's gonna even admit that Mississippi State can't beat Alabama. Well, he's a huge Mississippi State fan.
Well, they don't even have a coach.
You're right, Odie. I forgot about that.
They just out there playing. I bet that old boy, I bet Saban's got him holding that ball all week in class. Well, they probably ain't even got school this week, dude.
Oh, they probably do. I guess school is out.
You tote that football. And
you go home. While you eating turkey, you just keep that in your hand.
Yeah.
We had a fender bender this morning up by Wally World. And what's so special about this one? Well, it was one of our finest. MPD had a minor fender bender this morning as they bumped into a Dura there at 2nd Street South and Virginia Drive, which is that weird stop sign setup that nobody knows what to do.
Especially if somebody steals one of them.
Yeah, that happened last week.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
I tell you, these deer are moving a little bit more now. It's cool. So be careful.
We did have reports of gunfire last night as we pull up to go to see where that happened at. It was a 1700 block of 28th Avenue, Odie. This would be Valley Street. Here's 8th Street. Here's O'Reilly Auto Parts. It would be just due south there at 45th behind the post office. In that area is where the gunshots would happen. Now, to our knowledge, no injury and no damage at this time. That's the good news about that little incident.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, boy, boy, boy. Kemper County, as we would learn on Friday morning that a murder had happened. It took me most of the morning to get the details. I knew something happened. I knew someone was shot. I just didn't have the details. As we caught up with James Moore later in the day, we would find out that this gentleman here had been arrested for the murder of a young man that happened there in Kemper County, just north of Highway 16 at DeVille Apartments is where it all happened. The victim, Gregory Cortez Trosclair, if I'm saying it pronounced, I apologize if I didn't say that right, but around 19 years of age, 19 to 20.
Wow. prayers for the family. And I know that it's somewhat of a comfort knowing that the one who was responsible for this has been arrested, but still the loss of loved one right here at Thanksgiving.
Whew, that's a hard pill to swallow. Now, let me tell you something good that happened on Friday, as we had put out that a horse was missing.
Yeah.
It threw a rider out at the Lauderdale County Agri Center on Thursday, and the search for the horse began. They put up drones. They couldn't find it. It was lost in the woods for about 24 hours. And I got a message from a couple guys that said, hey, I think we have that horse that you posted. Greg was around, so we got Homeland Security, so we ran out, and this is what we found. We found him saying that she was reunited with the horse, and that horse is Ginger. As we go here, and she was excited, and she was hugging it.
Yeah.
I almost cried there myself. It was quite the reunion there.
Well, a horse is wonderful out in the woods, and you've got to be cautious being in that thick of a tree. There's a few things that will make a horse jump, and it could have been a little bit of anything. It could have been a twig hit him on his booty. It could have been the smell of a critter. It could have been a little bit of anything that spooked that horse, and it doesn't take but just half a second. But glad she's okay. Glad Ginger's okay.
Yeah. And your reins could have been tied up in some bushes, a limb, and that's what I think a lot of people. And that's a lot of territory out there to cover.
It really is, and that was one thing. If the horse would be okay, but did the reins get to where they were tangled up in something? So,
at least that a squirrel could have done. You're right.
A squirrel could have jumped, just scared that horse just a little bit. So
that was the situation there that we had there. Let's see here.
That last one with the water truck.
Oh yeah, well, you want to talk about the water truck?
He's trying to go get his deer field done.
Yeah, that may be what happened. Let's put this out there, as we've got a water truck missing. And what is so big deal about a water truck? Well, they're expensive, number one. Yeah. It's a local company that Davidson Holland has lost this. What makes it even more unique is it was stolen right amongst, and I say amongst, the police departments. Right next to the Meridian Police Department in the background, not as close to the Sheriff's Department. It was parked closer out front of the new courthouse. This is missing. Now, it was last seen, whoever borrowed it went to Walmart. From Walmart, they left, and last seen at 11 o'clock there at Russell Christian Academy at the stop sign. They took a right and headed toward Alabama. That's what it looks like.
The only thing you can do with this is to sell it to someone who is in that type of work, and now they're going to have to paint it.
Yeah, but it could be somebody needs some water on some. I got news from rain's coming.
Rain's coming. You're going to need a suck truck for long.
Yeah.
But that's just, that's crazy.
So if you happen to see this big piece of machinery that sprays water and you think, wow, that ain't supposed to be there, contact the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. You could call the Meridian Police Department. The Sheriff's Department will get the boys in green to come a-running to find it. Again, look for this across that Bama state line, anywhere from Russell into the edge of Alabama. He didn't get there quick. He was taken somewhere around 7 o'clock yesterday morning, and he had to pick up some supplies at Wally World.
Well, man, who's going to steal? Now, I know they did that to a fuel truck in Newton. But a water truck, why are you going to steal a water truck? When you've got these things full of water, they don't go fast.
No. In Newton, when they figured out Jody Pennington was a sheriff, they returned it to the place they stole it. I am not kidding you. They returned the truck parked right where it was.
Well, if you'll bring this back to Lauderdale County, I bet somebody will close one eye.
Yeah, real quick like.
Yeah, they're going to see the other one and come see you, though.
Now, this is the second vehicle that they've had stolen. A few months ago within the city limits, they had one stolen from the airport, out by the airport. They were doing some construction and had a dump truck stolen.
Well, now, you remember we had that guy that stole a vehicle from Neshoba County and drove that street sweeper all the way down here.
That and heavy equipment, what is the deal? Now,
oh, man.
this gentleman here was seen in the area. He may know something. If you happen to recognize him, contact Davis Hauling. Let them know who that might be. They you may have some information for them about that. We've got it posted on our page if you'd like to know more about it. We'll be right back as we begin this early Monday Turkey Week together.
It's that time of year again. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. From October 15th to December 7th, you have the chance to review and make changes to your Medicare coverage. At Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors, you can speak with our experts to find the plan that fits your needs. Don't miss out. Call 601-512-2100 to secure your health care for the year ahead with Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors. Your health, your choice. Make it count.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. We all get together for this. Where were you? Well, I can't call you out because I wasn't there either. I did see it from afar. The Christmas parade float is beginning to be built.
I saw the remnants of it out there.
It's coming together, and
we'll
back a trailer in the shop this week and start working on it. Is it December the 2nd the parade is in Meridian?
Yep.
Then we'll go to Collinsville the next weekend, and I think the weekend after that is going to be in Meridian. Yeah. Sometime Philadelphia and Quitman will have theirs also. I got the information. I just got to put it all together. So we're excited about this, the holidays, and boy, kids sure look forward to this every year.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as a kid. Of course, and then we spent a lot of time in the parade, being with band and everything else, and Boy Scouts. But still, there's nothing better than a good band.
Yeah. Oh, you got to have it.
Or a good parade.
Yeah. People keep telling me about you and a tuba walking up 22nd Avenue Bridge.
Yeah.
Was it heavy?
It was about twice the size I was. I was a little bitty fella back then. They didn't have a sidewalk on the side of the bridge at that day and time. You had to walk up right over the middle of it.
A country mile, so to speak.
A country mile straight up. About like going to that place in the mountains that Amy had me going. Half a mile straight up a mountain to go look out over an observation tower.
Oh, did you go to Cleveland's Dome?
Yeah.
That's way up there, isn't it?
Oh, but no, it was beautiful. It was worth it. I enjoyed it.
I don't know if I could do it anymore.
I had to stop twice.
I'm gonna have to get back in shape.
I do too. Well, round is a shape. But yeah, I've got to do some getting up, walking, running, jogging, whatever else. Get in shape next time we go.
Absolutely, I'm with you on that.
No more Gatlinburg though.
Gatlinburg, you just wasn't your too commercial now?
Yeah. Last time I was there was like in 83, 84, something like that. Beautiful, enjoyed it, loved it. Now, it is nothing but 100% commercialized, teetotally done. Give me a cabin in the woods.
Pigeon Forge has got Dollywood. That's right down the road, 10 miles.
Right down the road, yeah, it wasn't far. So that'll be the next one we do. We'll bypass it.
Dixie Stampede is no longer that. It's Dolly Stampede during that erase everything. But you ever been there?
Yeah.
You have to eat with your
Not
fingers.
that particular one.
The chicken, you have to eat. They don't give you any forks.
Now, the very first one I ever went to was in Palma de Morocco, Spain.
What have you been doing in Spain?
It was that was back in my Navy days.
Okay, I would say
that was
something else.
Was cool. That was, you ate. They didn't bring you a steam towel or or nothing. When you walked in, everybody got a bottle of wine. I mean, you were back in medieval times in Spain.
What was it Elvis said? Well, I've never been to Spain, but I really like the ladies.
Yeah. We had a good time, but I love them.
Well, if you were out and about this weekend on Briarwood Road and you noticed, wow, there sure is a lot of cops out here. What's going on? It would be somebody that borrowed a Tahoe that it wasn't theirs. Believe that. Can you? As we go here to pull up our next story, they did recover the Tahoe. It would race down the roadway and whoop in. Let's make this picture a little bit. Here's Hill Country Community where the mobile home park is. The Tahoe would go up in there, and guess what? All suspects would jump out and flee.
Well,
they were pretty fast track runners, too, because they outrun everybody on MPD. As they even set up here at Cedar Ridge Circle all the way back to 39 to try to capture them. They got away. This was hauled in. If you're missing your Tahoe, you might want to check with MPD. They may have already called you. I'm not sure, but they did recover one, which is good. Unsure if there was damage. I didn't get a chance to make it out there to the scene, but I do know they got it. Now, let's talk about this next thing. I was coming home, I believe this was Saturday night, and I topped the hill and I saw blue lights over by, this is just off is Dogwood Lake Road, which is just off of Highway 39. And miracles happen because there is absolutely no way that anyone would have known this wreck happened had a young lady not been behind the wreck when it happened. And I'll explain all that to you. They're going along, and you come by, when you turn on Dogwood Lake Road off of Highway 39, Poplar Springs Drive, there's that little substation there.
Right.
You go around the curve, and it drops down to a straightaway with a bridge in the bottom.
Yep.
A deer runs out in front of a guy that's headed to work at the casino. It causes a wreck, and his car goes airborne off the side of the road down into a creek. Now, sometimes your headlights are left on and people can see that, but there was not a headlight. It was not anything, and it threw him out of the car. He was laying on the side of the road, and had that young lady not been behind him when it happened, no one would have known he was there. So she calls 911. I come along right after that. Stanley Lucky had made it there with the fire truck he was pulling up as I did. And bless his heart, that young man was in pain. He was banged up pretty alive, but banged up. And here's where, and let me show you the pictures of what I mean of just how far he was down. Look at this. This is the car down in the creek, Odie. I can't tell you what kind of car it was. It was way down there, 8, 9, 10 feet. He was thrown from the car. So they did go down to make sure no one else was in it. As we come across it, there's another view of just how far down there it was. See, no headlights, no nothing. As Metro pulled up, and they took him there. And as I'm standing there, I get a text from a lady that says, I think my son has been in an accident. She inboxes me on Facebook, and she goes, a friend of his was talking to him, and he went blank, and I think he's been in a car wreck. And I thought, there's no way. And she goes, he's headed to the casino. And it was like, oh my gosh. And I told her he was okay. Yeah. But what are the odds of all of that coming together? He was okay. She went to the hospital and it took a load off. That would be panic not to know where your loved one is. Be talking to somebody talking to them and then they're gone. Have no idea where they are.
We went to a bad wreck, and me and Greg were out there, and everything was good. The lady got in the ambulance and she was going to the hospital. And we went on to the house. Greg said, got to the house and the dog wanted to go for a ride. So I threw the dog in the Jeep and here we go to the store. And while he's up paying for his stuff at the store, a lady come walking in, had a picture and said, have you seen this lady? And he said, no. And they said, well, this is my daughter. She's missing. We can't find her. She left from here. She's going here about an hour or so ago. Driving a red car. But we don't know anything. And Greg's like, oh. So he paid. She walked outside and he went out there and said, ma'am, excuse me. He said, can you tell me about your daughter? And he was still in uniform, and she did. And he said, she's been in a wreck, but she is okay. Everything's fine. He said, I fixed a call, find out where she's at. So he called, and she's over here at one of the hospitals. I can't remember which one. But go see her. She's in the emergency room, but she is okay. And it was just, you could see Greg said the relief on her face because they'd been out trying to find.
And let me say this, Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department and all the folks from the volunteer fire department, they are good. Bailey was involved in this because this young man was panicking because he's hurt. He was in a lot of pain, and they talked that boy down and got him in the ambulance. And it takes some special people to deal with that when that's going on. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all. We'll be right back as we got more headlines, more things that's gone on over the weekend. It's Up and Coming with Scotty Ray and Odie.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and there's something magical about the holiday season and Al's Garden and Gift. Maybe it's the gorgeous lawns filled with vibrant winter flowers, or maybe it's the beautiful winter wonderland Christmas shop. Unique themed trees, decorations, ornaments, nativity sets, snow globes, and more. There's even custom wreaths, gourmet foods, gift baskets, and gifts galore. Once you see it, you'll believe. Al's Garden and Gift, the most magical shop around.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
And welcome back. Let me see if I can type out we got a news story coming. I'm having to give a email address there.
Oop. News story coming in.
Yeah, let me send this to them, and we'll get back to business here. Something's going on in the neighborhood, so to speak. All right, we got the right email. We got the email address sent. What happens when the law gets after you? Well, sometimes you just think it's just not a good idea to go to jail. Well, that would be the case here as we pull in here to make this map a little bit bigger. This would go on over behind Mitchell Distributing, back in that area there as we take a look at this. Had him up against the car, getting ready to put the handcuffs on him, and off he went. Boogie there, boogie there. He ran so fast, he ran out of his flip-flops. Last seen wearing shorts and socks.
I thought you was going to say his pants come down.
I think he kept those on, but he did outrun his shoes and left them behind as they scoured the area. To my knowledge, he has not been captured at this point in time. Still on the loose. He didn't get the handcuffs on him, so he didn't stick out other than he doesn't have shoes.
Well, so
that could be anybody.
That's true.
So he made it away. That was in the 300 block of 45th Avenue again. Here's a bird's eye view of where all of this went down. Here's Max Truck Service. This would be Mid-South Welding right here. This is going to be the Marathon, and this is 5 Points down through here. It's not 5 Points, but that split road. It's got a name. Yeah, you stop at Cameron's.
Y'all know where it is. Cameron's right there on the right.
That's correct. That's what went on there. If you saw a lot of blue lights and people with flashlights looking, that's what was going on. I could not be a policeman. I'm telling you, I couldn't play fair. Y'all really, the stack is against the police.
Tenfold.
I mean,
tenfold. Crooks can do what they want to do. Law enforcement officers have a fine line they have to ride. They know what to do, but they can't do it because it's not the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hats off to every one of them.
Did you hear about the new drive-in we got this weekend?
Yeah, a whole new porch being added on to Captain D's there.
There was a lot of things that went on right there at the Meridian Police Department. We had a truck stolen, and somebody drove through Captain D's. As we go here to pull up the picture, is just a new addition there. As you can see, the car backs up, hits the building, and then all of this right here is where the car tried to drive away. As we come across here, and look at that.
That's how that happened.
Yep. Let's get right over here to the car. As you see those black marks?
Yeah.
After it was hit, that gas was mashed forward. You'll still see them going there, and there's the car. It really didn't get all that far.
Oh.
Rump
so
road.
Was he...
I think he got the brake and gas confused. The best I could tell, that will happen and make new additions to places. Here's what the car looked like after it got done running through the building. As you could see, that was not going to go anywhere.
No, that was, yeah. That's kind of bad.
That's why all the black marks were there as it drug across the parking lot.
Well, I saw Joe had his tire tool out. I was going to change the tire.
Joe was on the job there.
He was there.
I started getting in pictures, my first text was, he's trying to drive away. And that's what they were talking about. He was sliding across the parking lot full speed.
But everybody was okay.
Yes.
Nobody was hurt or anything.
It was closed for just for a second, and then they opened up the drive-through only so people could still get, because everybody was hungry.
Well, yeah. And they got some good food.
I'm telling you, some of the best fish you can get. Captain D's. So everything kind of went back to normal. But that was a busy little place there.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm not going to say the names yet. We'll release these things later today. If there's anything, we're always one of the first to get the news to you. I always lag a little bit on putting the name out until I'm absolutely sure everybody's been notified.
That's not the important part.
I know. We go to Newton County. This is one of the saddest things we have to report. She would have been 14 today, Odie. A little girl lost her life in an accident. As we go here, this would happen at 492 and Conahanna Prospect Road. 2 cars were involved. Now, I don't know the details of who, what, or how, what caused the accident, but at the end of the day, a little 13-year-old girl that was on the back seat of the car lost her life. There was entrapment. There was several people hurt with this, and there was loss of life. We pass along sincere prayers, respect, and thoughts to the family members of this. This is one of those tragedies that words can't come to it. It is just so bad when it's a child is involved in something like this. Now, as we go to our next, we have another accident that had happened over the weekend. We had another loss of life in the Meridian area. This would be a 21-year-old. And let me pull up the map here and show you what this is about. We had someone that didn't stop for the Meridian Police Department and ran on a motorcycle. He would come in contact with a vehicle. He would lose his life there. It is so sad, and I have not released the name of this. Do I have it? Yes, we'll do that later today. We wanted to give a little time before we put the name out there. With anything that goes on, there is always an investigation afterwards of who, what, and how. That's just the way things happen. Can evidence and circumstances change from where it started and end up being a little different? Maybe so. Now, I think a lot of people in the comments think that this was some huge car chase that went across town. It was not. The chase happened very quickly. The Meridian police officer makes his announcement that someone is running, weaving out of traffic. He says traffic is light. He's running 62 miles an hour. As soon as he says 62, he's at 90. By that time, and this is all within a brief second, it crosses Highway 39. And he says there's been an accident. It's involved. So this was maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes. This was not some car chase where the Meridian Police Department was chasing someone all over town. It didn't happen that way. The blue lights went on, he fled, and the accident happened. We passed, to a parent, I don't care who, what, or what the details were, it's still sad. It was your child. We sincerely think of you. I saw a lot of people trying to blame the police. It's not the police's fault. You have to come to reason. Had the person when the blue lights come on stopped, none of this would happen. End of story. We hate it happened. We hate it for the family. We hate it for everybody that was involved. And it's hard on a police officer as well. On that scene that this happened. There's no winners, is it, Odie?
There is no one at all won. Not even society, because here we are with another split. People are for it, people are against it, whatever the stance. The law says you should pull over if you are blue lighted.
Correct.
That's just end of story. Whose fault? It really doesn't matter, because everybody that was involved is going through a hard time right
Very,
now.
very hard time.
And sincere prayers to the family that was involved with this, to everybody. But we don't need anything else to divide us.
No.
We don't need anything else to separate us. Every single one of us are human beings. We're children of God. We are Meridianites, Lauderdale Countyans, however you want to look at it. We are one right here. We don't need any kind of separation. But right's right, wrong's wrong. What side of the fence do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the right side that joins society and helps out your friends and your neighbors and your family? Or do you want to be on the other side? But this should not separate us. One doing this right here back and forth on social media.
Let's say a prayer for all those involved.
Yeah.
We hate it. It tugs at your heart, and we do say a prayer for them. We'll be right back as we continue news coverage of everything that's gone on over the last 70. I like to mess that up earlier.
Yeah, 73, 2, 1,
40. We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie, good morning to you.
When you gear up and journey out, nothing but you and the wilderness for miles. Just remember, you're the boss. Boss, built for the toughest jobs.
Still available in Meridian at Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power, 71 Highway 19 North behind Waters International.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
We're back again, Odie.
Here
got
we
some
are.
folks watching from Biloxi. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, I was just out that way. Went to Bay St. Louis first of last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for a conference. First time I've been there in forever.
Miss Ann Hall just got her phone working. Welcome to the party. We do appreciate that. Miss LaWanda is up. As we said, we'll be going over weather again here in just a few minutes. We're going to do this, and we'll go into a weather spill of what to expect tonight. Serious weather is on the way. We need you to take heed and pay attention to what we're going to tell you about with the weather here in a few moments.
Yeah.
Almost said, I couldn't get the word out.
Yeah, take heed. We still ain't had enough coffee this morning.
That's it. We need drips.
Yeah.
Or helmets, cowboy hats.
Ooh, now that would work.
All right, let's go back in time. Let's go back to 1925. He was almost, and he would have been, I believe, would have been your president had he made it through this political speech. It didn't happen. Bobby Kennedy was born on this day. Robert F. Kennedy. Bobby was born, and 25 on this day. He would lose his life, and, well, as he was campaigning, he was at a podium, and a man walked up and shot him, if y'all remember. Kennedy's had tragedy, that's for sure.
Yes, they have. Wow.
Bobby. As we go back to 1928, Franklin Cover. I ain't never heard of him.
But y'all know him.
Y'all heard of Tom, hadn't you? Tom from the Jeffersons was born on this date, 1928. Him and Helen there.
He was something. He was a good character.
That entire show was just incredible. From Bentley all the way down to, what was the doorman that always had his hand out wanting the money?
Oh, golly.
And he'd just slap his hand when he'd go by.
Yeah, he held that hand. I think somebody, we know most of our friends.
A man that has kissed more women than you can shake a stick at it was born on this date. He started out in Hogan's Heroes, but, well, you would get to know him a little bit closer with Family Feud, as Richard Dawson was born on this day. You know, this day and time, they would not let him kiss those women.
No. Well, this day and time, there's a lot of them I wouldn't be kissing.
Well, you wouldn't know there was a word. I'm going to hush.
Yeah. Ooh, there it is. See?
Who is it?
Ralph
the doorman. Yeah. He played a good part, too. Yeah, thank y'all so much.
We couldn't do it without y'all. We told y'all that. We mean it, too.
So do you think you would have a chance on Family Feud?
Oh, yeah, I can't mess it up.
So who's better, Steve Harvey or Richard Dawson?
I liked old Dawson. But now, Harvey, he's the one that was going to replace him. They made a good choice.
He's funny.
He is. Now
they had somebody else in between that was no good. I can't even remember who it was.
I can't either. But what was the other? The Price is Right. It's
Bob Barker.
Drew whatever.
Drew Carey. Yeah, bad
Y'all
choice.
messed that up.
Bad choice.
Bad choice. Yeah.
So Lisa says she liked Richard Dawson better. And the next thing, Pat Sajak, as he steps away, and Ryan Seacrest, I'm trying to replace everybody.
Yeah,
I'm not a Ryan Seacrest person.
At all.
The Dick Clark drop the ball thing has not been right since.
No. And he was it. What is it? He's done.
Yeah. So we'll see if the show can sustain it.
Yeah.
As we mentioned today, your president has a birthday today. Come on, man. Joe Biden is 81 today.
I don't know who I feel sorry for. Him or Robert having birthdays on the same day.
It was a big joke over the weekend. They just gonna bubble wrap him. So when he bumps into things and falls down, he just bounces back.
He can make it another birthday. Look, all jokes aside, you're the president. Happy birthday, sir.
Absolutely. There we go. 1946, this guy was a legend. All them Allman brothers. Dwayne Allman was born on this day in 1946. I want to say, Odie, he passed away in about 71, 72, somewhere along in there.
Dang, he was young.
Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can.
That's it.
Sure like them Allman brothers. As we go back, this guy associated with the Eagles, as we go back to 1947. Anybody remember a guy named Joe Walsh? Life's been good to me so far.
I like that song.
What was the song that didn't he do the song, Odie, to where he, I live in hotels, I tear out the wall?
Yep. Have accountants pay for it all.
Yeah, I have a Maserati. It does 185. I lost my license. Now I don't drive. Life's been good. I like that.
Oh, I do too.
I don't know what else Joe Walsh done, but he was really good at that one. We'll give him that one there. This next guy, you're not going to know the name, but as you remember, he was on a lot of soap operas. I think he was on Love Boat, and he was also on Archie Bunker. He was the love interest on One Day at a Time. And do you remember that? Oh, this movie here on the left.
Was that Ferris? No,
it was the one where the kid got his driver's license and borrowed the granddaddy's 73 Cadillac and totaled it.
Oh, yeah.
This guy, Richard.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce that?
Masaurus.
Yeah, but he was the love interest of Bonnie Tyler there for a little while. But he was the dad on that when that Cadillac, the little kid trying to get his driver's license.
I remember that. I can't even think of the name of it.
Yeah, it'll come to us a little bit later there. Good morning from Union, Mississippi. Irene, how in the world are you doing?
Well, there's Charlene. It's about time she woke up. Come on.
That girl she's been slacking.
Yeah.
Night owl.
Yeah, I mean, just, man.
1955, this song would go number one, and today you still play it. You still listen to it because we're going to rock around the clock tonight. Bill Haley in the comments took it to number one.
Yeah, everybody just heard that song. Everybody knows that song.
Going to rock.
Oh,
yeah.
That was at the time. That was a kind of a jump in genre.
Yes, it sure was.
So,
now this come along. It tried to compete with Farrah. It didn't work. It did sell a few million. But it just wasn't as good. It wasn't my favorite poster. But
I don't think I ever owned it.
You didn't? I didn't have it either. I didn't feel like going to buy it because it just didn't have that Farrah appeal. Now, as we all remember that sprint down the beach.
Now, she's got a poster that I had, but it just wasn't that one.
Bo Derek, born in 1956. This is the one that they push real hard, that scene there. But Bo just didn't have it like Farrah.
No.
She was famous, don't get me wrong, but didn't have that appeal.
No, not like Farrah did. And it was the hair.
Yeah.
Farrah's hair.
Because it was even nicknamed Farrah hair.
Yep. Even Charlene had some Farrah Fawcett shampoo.
Oh, that's right. You dumped it.
Well, I washed the cat with it. Charlene didn't get none. That cat came out. People say you can't bathe a cat. I had that cat underwater. I guess that cat was going, this kid right here is just so stupid, I'm just going to go with it. She didn't scratch me or nothing. She's still mad about it. Look at her.
1961, it would reach number one on this day. About every day, about 5:45 a.m., you'd show up at the mine. Everybody didn't give no lip to Big John. It went number one today. Jimmy Dean took it all the way to there. That was a great song.
Big Bad John.
At the bottom of this line, there's a big, big man. Big John. That was a great song.
Yes, it was.
Where he sent a Louisiana man to the promised land. Love that line there. But Jimmy Dean.
Man.
If you're not careful, you'll think he's alive today, still talking about those sausage.
Well, you know, that the computer now and AI, that's his voice that does all the commercials. So, hey, that's kind of scary.
It is. 1972 would be released today, and you're going to go, Rated X was released today in 1972. Who are we talking about? Well, Loretta Lynn, as it was released. There you go, her 6th #1 country single. Yeah, that was along those times of the Peel and where she was taking a stand for women. 1975, Dierks Bentley was born. What Was I Thinking would be his big one. Drove through a cornfield, what was I thinking?
I guess that, yeah.
That's it. He's got a lot of other songs.
That was a good song.
That was his big one there that kicked off his career. What was I thinking? It would be 1972 that Elvis held a press conference today. He would talk about what was coming up. Aloha from Hawaii. He's getting ready for that big one in January.
I mean, he had it all.
He did.
He had the music talent. He had acting. He had served the country.
He had one flaw, and it was the colonel.
Well,
that's my opinion.
That's not bad.
The colonel just took advantage of him because he trusted him, in my opinion.
Man.
Be a guy that moved to Nashville, went to the library, studied, and I got this thing in the mail. I still got it somewhere in a box, and it was a whistle. It was a hand-carved whistle, and on it had Long Black Train. He'd be born today.
Wow.
Josh Turner, born in 1977, and of course that was a great song that he wrote. Heavily influenced by Hank Williams.
Well, I'll be darned.
That's where he got all that. He was studying Hank Williams and wrote the song about that. 1982, we'd get another #1 song, and I guess there was a lot of people that identified with this because War is Hell on the Home Front too. God only knows what a woman goes through. It went #1 for T.G. Shepherd on this date.
I hadn't heard that in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like T.G. Shepherd just...
Because he's like 98.
Well, yeah. But still, I mean, people thought...
thing that he remembered most is how she turned his picture over. War is hell on the home front too. She learned how to fight it though, didn't she?
Yeah.
She come up with a solution. It would be 1985 that this would be released to you. And boy, did it change music the way it was done.
Yeah.
Storms of Life, Randy Travis, what a album that was. We all sat around and dug up bones, had the Storms of Life, old Montgomery Ward.
Digging up bones.
I like Randy. Operator. And bless his heart, he's going through a lot. After that stroke, he has suffered so much.
Yeah, he went through a hard time too. At least, I mean, his was, Ruben had said drugs, talking about Elvis, and Randy's was alcohol.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much.
It does not.
Man.
We go back to 2013. I don't care who you are, to be recognized by a president of the United States for what you've done in life is a big deal. As we go here, the Loretta Lynn was recognized. This is the same award that talk show host got.
Medal of Honor.
Yes.
Rush Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh got an award similar to this, presented there, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Yeah, Medal of Freedom.
And it was given to her for over her 50 years of what she done. What a lady she was. And again, that's a big honor to get something like that. And there's been so many that have gotten those awards, and congratulations on that. Yeah. It would be 2013 that they would have a little meeting and go, all right, we're driving over to the mansion. Who's got the handcuffs? Who's going to do it?
Were they pink handcuffs?
Careful, because we may not be able to recognize him. It changes daily.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was arrested on this day back in 2013. He did surrender to police.
Wait a minute, let me get my nose.
I mean, is that not weird? That face?
Yeah.
That is not the Michael Jackson that we knew from Thriller and all of that.
No.
It just shows you too many surgeries is not a good thing.
Yeah.
Joan Rivers would tell you that. That's what got her, was another surgery.
Yes, it was.
Kenny Rogers.
Oof.
He's still smiling. He is. One too many. Now, back in 2014, an announcement would be made, and if this shocked you, then I just...
You only had one eye open.
Yeah. After Dallas, if you didn't know this, 2014, Ty Herndon made an announcement about his likes in life. Of course, Ty being from my area, still worth mentioning. What mattered most, he was good at what he did, took it all the way to number one, and it would be Dallas that would derail his career. However you word it, however you want to put it, that's what ended the career there. More on the way with Scotty Ray and Odie as we begin this Monday toward Turkey Day.
Yep. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian.
Well, the Lauderdale County Farm Supply is wide open this morning. Matter of fact, Odie, they've been open about 14 minutes now.
Yeah, waiting for you to come see them. Going down there by the train tracks on, what is that, 49th?
49th.
I mean, look, y'all know where it is. Go inside. They've got anything you want, from your feeders to flashlights to blinds for hunting.
Yeah, even your old pets there. If you need a little bit there to take care of your animal supplies, everywhere there that help you out. Shirts, clothes, anything that you're looking for. And don't forget ball caps, and we're got the Christmas department open there if you're needing a tree, anything like that.
Yep, go by and get a Christmas tree, stick up at the house.
Yeah.
Just make sure you water it.
Got to do that. Exit 151, and as always, they got a whole bunch of this seed feed and a whole lot more, including corn. Go by and take care of it there, from your deer to your cattle, the whole 9 yards. Exit 151 off the interstate will lead you to the farm supply. They'll be glad to visit with you today.
You know, since Barry got rid of his cows, I think he's going to have to start getting some goat feed.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I talked to him about that. He's unsure about his goat herd.
Ooh, he's not sure about it. I hope it wears on him.
Yeah, because he's got them. I want to remind everybody about this, as crimes will change as winter comes. Let me pull this up. We did have a crime reported. This would be in the 6200 block of 14th Avenue. A car was broken into and items taken from inside it. We're going to see more of this, and the best we can tell you is don't leave anything I know it's your car and you got a right to leave whatever you want in there, but that doesn't stop one from busting a window and taking what they want. So be mindful of what you've got showing in a car, especially if you're shopping and in and out of places. This will increase and get a lot worse in between now and then.
Well, you know, talking about that, it's not just a car. Now, yes, we are out from under a burn ban.
Yes.
Common sense, people. We're still responding to out-of-control fires. But that's not where I was going with this. We're going back to that car being burglarized with Christmas stuff.
Yep.
So all of y'all that get this new fancy 99.9-inch flat screen TV that does everything and makes coffee for you in the morning, all the way down to these new computers and all this other stuff. And Santa Claus brings this to you, and the first thing you do is unpack it, take the box, and stick it out by the road by your garbage can, and advertise to every criminal out there that what you just got for Christmas, and it's in your house.
So the thing to do is to take it to your neighbor's house and put it with their garbage.
Yeah, or your in-law. But some of these things, get rid of it without showcasing it, because people go out and look for that. And if they see what you got by the side of the road,
they're going to take it. They'll come back.
So be careful, be cautious, common sense.
Odie, we got some of the most athletic criminals that exist. Yet again, let's go back here. Let's pull this up here. Let's go to 28th Street and 47th Avenue. A car chase began. Boogie there, boogie there. The only problem with the car chase was they went down let me pull this map up here. They went down a dead-end street. There was nowhere to go. The car chase came to an end, and off they ran. Boogie there, boogie. Into the night they went, and they did get away. To my knowledge, no arrests have been made on that case, but we got some runners.
Well, if they'll pick that dog up with that draw,
man,
and fly the draw,
yes,
the
sir.
dog in, drop it.
Yep, dog would do it.
That one, you couldn't run no more.
We had, and I made this, I thought it was kind of clever there, donuts at Cookout. We had reports that a car was in the parking lot of Cookout doing donuts this weekend.
That's not much of a parking lot.
No, it's small. He was doing them donuts there, though. MPD arrived. He'd already left the scene.
Man.
Left some rubber behind, but it does leave black streaks in the highway. We had another accident. This would be right by Trucker Supply over the weekend there.
You can't go straight there.
No, you can't. If you'll notice, there's another car in the background there that was involved in that. I don't think any serious injury, but another incident just the same that happened this weekend. We did have some, let's mention a few places that had some gunfire also this weekend. Let's go over to 1700 block of 28th Avenue right here. This is going to be 24th where the Dollar General is due west of there, 28th Avenue, some gunfire there. Well, let's see. We had another one also as we'll go to, this would be kind of northeast of Highland Park. This would be 20th Street and 33rd Avenue. Here's Highland Park. It would be northeast of there, gunfire there. Here's the Old Town Pharmacy due west of there on 20th. Now, no one's hurt, no one was injured, but again, it was gunfire. We also had gunfire, Odie, on the 1100 block of 27th Avenue. East Mississippi Facial there, 493. This would be, here's Anderson's. It would be due west of there, across from Poplar Springs Drive. Again, no one hurt there either. Thank goodness that happened.
Wow. It depends on where you're at. If you're out south, you got RW. If you're out west and north, you got Rock House Trading Post. But somebody needs to get some more ammo.
Yep.
Because y'all used it up this weekend.
Speaking of this weekend, and then we're going to come back in just a second and give you a rundown on the weather, and we'll close out the show with that so you're aware of everything. Causeyville was a place to be. I'm telling you what, a crowd showed up for this. At the fire department, we didn't win anything, by the way.
Well, darn.
We bought tickets, but we just didn't win.
Yeah.
Car show. Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Man, that is beautiful.
A bunch of cars were on scene there Saturday, as you'll take a look around here. A lot of 55s, 56s.
Look at that.
Just beautiful cars.
Man.
Trucks, cars, whole 9 yards. Bring a lawn chair and enjoy yourself. And that's what went on there in Causeyville. As you go, SS, that's a pretty car. Mustangs.
Ooh, yeah.
And then, of course, where everybody gathered there to find out who won what.
They did have a good little crowd and the food.
Oh, it sold out of food by 11:30. It was like that. It was gone.
Next time they say pre-order, you'll get it.
Yes, you will. Y'all stay close. We'll come right back. We're going to go deep into detail with the weather next as we prepare for storms tonight here at the Scotty Ray Report. If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigerator. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Well, as we talk about homes, Snowden and Company, you want to talk about good people, they're there for you. Anytime, day or night, they'll take care of you when it comes to that home. They walk you through this process. And let me tell you, if you've never bought a home or sold a home, it is a lot of paperwork involved. And use a professional that knows what they're doing. 453-3937 is the number. Any home that you're looking for, as you've had Jeremy join up with them as well, a salesman there for them now. Any home, any county that you're looking for around here, they're open Monday through Friday. Set up an appointment. Land, if you just want land. If you're trying to start a business, buy some land for that. They've got that also. Any size home that you're needing, whether you've got down to, well, all your kids moved away and you need to shrink it.
Yeah.
Or grandma's moving in. They can expand.
Need a mother-in-law apartment. Right. They can get you what you want. They will take your wish list, go find that house that you're so wanting, and make it so easy to get. Let them do the work for you. They're going to save you money. They're going to save you time. They're going to make you happy.
Snowden and Company. Visit with them today, and they'll help you out in any way they can. Did you say we got another birthday?
Yeah, we got. So Serenity's 1 year old. So we kind of went back and missed it. But anyway, we've got Ashley Gordon, who was 27 years old today. Now, we don't know if that's the true age or if somebody just hiding. But Ashley Gordon, 27 years old, so happy birthday. And my nephew is in town.
What's he doing in town?
I guess he's going to stay with Mama Charlene. So if y'all see Charlene, say, hey, Mama Charlene. And my little buddy, Owen. Hey, Owen, how are you? Uncle Ode loves you. You be good out there with Mama Charlene.
I can't wait to bump into her in public and call her Meemaw.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. As we mentioned, severe weather as we move to a serious subject that is moving in tonight. Now, we will be on standby as storms are predicted to roll in. Let me pull this up and show you what the National Weather Service has told us, and then we'll go to the actual radar map to show you. 10 p.m. anywhere east of Jackson, Mississippi here. This is long about Brandon. East to the Bama state line is going to fall 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. If you live from Jackson to Vicksburg, that's 7 to midnight, and from Vicksburg across into Louisiana, expect it from 4 p.m. this afternoon to about 9 p.m. tonight. This is the areas. This gold shaded area is worse than the two. Newton County, you're going to fall under that. Now, Odie, let's switch this and go over to radar and pull up live radar and show everybody what we have, the locations of what this storm is going to do.
All your loose furniture, put that up. Get everything inside and secure, because the wind can take these and bust out vehicle windows, your home windows, your neighbor's
garbage
windows.
cans.
Garbage cans go flying. So, yeah, you got the map now.
Here we are as we go to Meridian Honda radar to take a look at this. As you'll see here, Lauderdale County under a 2, Kemper County, a portion of Neshoba County, Winston County, all of these areas up towards Starkville are level 2, and most of Clark County. But let's get into more specifics and pull this up and look at a few locations as we pull this. Let's start over here in Carthage. This is going to take in just west of Edinburgh is where this will begin. Here at Rosebud, you are under a level 3. And we get into this Neshoba County area. As you go past the Neshoba County Fairgrounds, you get down here. Let me turn this on. This is going to be Ketchner, if I'm not mistaken, this area right here. Yeah, right there. Ketchner, Mississippi. That's in Neshoba County, is under a level 3, right there in that southwest corner. Now, as we move into this area here in Newton County, we've got all of this area, Scott County under this. We get into here in this area right there. That's going to be Prospect. You get here to Conahatta, you are under it. All the way over to Decatur. This will move over to Hickory and take in Newton. You are under a level 3, and then move due south into Jasper County. All of Jasper County is this level 3. Now, we want to get the attention of Clark County. Let's look at what's going on in Clark County here, Odie. We do have portions of this from Pachuta, and we start up here at Waterby, and we orange there, Waterby, Beatrice. All of these areas are under level 3 down to Pachuta. As we move south, even down here to Goodwater is going to be a level 3. Anything east of these at this point are going to be a level 2. Now, what does this tell us? Anywhere in this dark shaded area here, you could see 70-mile-an-hour gusts with tornadoes likely. When we move to the yellow side, the winds will be about 60 miles per hour with the possibility of tornadoes. Now, as you well know, a tornado doesn't know a line, I got to stop here. This is the likelihood. Either side of this could happen, but it looks to our west, it could be just a little bit worse there in Newton County and portions of Clark County and a little bit there in Neshoba. We're going to watch this. A storm can start in a level 3 and come right on into a 2.
Exactly, and this entire outlook can shift.
It can.
It could shift east. It could shift north. It doesn't matter. This entire thing could shift and put us in a 3 by this afternoon. So
it could.
We don't know. So we've got to prepare for the worst that we could get. Know where you're going to go. Know where you're going to be. Where's your safe space? What's going to happen if something does happen? Where's the family going to meet up with? Make sure that you've got everybody in the family understanding where, what, and how. Like you said, look.
That's from Lufkin, Texas, all the way over. And talk about that, about the helmet and stuff.
You know, that is, I mean, our noggins, that's what we've got to protect. Put on a helmet, a hard hat, anything that you've got that will protect your noggin. Shoes, you hit the key word. A roofing tack will be sucked out of a roof, and it's laying upside down, and you're walking out of your home barefooted, and you hit that.
It's going to be rough.
Wear at least shoes. You do want to make sure that you've got something more than a sandal, but anything's better than nothing. But make sure you got some hard sole shoes, because you're going to be stepping on splinters, anything else, if you have to go through this.
Let's pull this up. Let me say this, Odie. If you live in a mobile home, we want your attention on this.
Yeah.
Plan now. And again, it can destroy a brick home just as quick.
Yep.
But mobile homes, they are a tendency to have more damage. If you live in Newton County, go ahead and prepare. If you've got a storm shelter, you're great. If you don't, plan on going somewhere else tonight, because this is a nighttime storm. Western Clark County, Jasper County. If you live in southwestern Neshoba County, do the same. Now, Lauderdale County, be on your tiptoes, be ready to make a move should this turn bad. We will be here throughout the storm, no matter when it comes, to give you the absolute latest when it comes to it. I'm going to take a nap, I think. I'm going to force myself.
Yeah, going to definitely have to take a nap. And you'll be here, and I'll be at EOC. We're definitely going to be out tonight, making sure that we get information to y'all as quick as possible to keep everybody safe as possible.
And if you've got a question, feel more than welcome to inbox us. We'll do our very best to answer that. As always, Odie, we've come to the end of our time as we watch weather.
Man,
we got to go do something else now.
We got to do something else, but that's okay. Look, we enjoyed coming to y'all this morning. It's a Monday. I hope everybody has a wonderful Monday and a safe evening. Thank you for joining us. We love you. Wouldn't want to do this without you. And it's just been an awesome time.
It has.
An awesome audience. And you think we love you, we do, but nobody loves you like Jesus. Everybody, have a great day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.